Okay. All right. So I guess this would be easy because it's late and um so hello. So today I am removing my 3-month-old braids. I've had these braids in for 3 months. If you're new to my channel, I am Flourish and Tresses. My channel is is about my relaxed hair journey. So I try to do healthy things with my hair. One of the things that I do with my hair is I put my hair in protective styles for approximately like 3 months. And then I take them out and love on my hair. So today is the day, and I am removing my braids. I've had these braids in my hair for 3 months now, and I am so ready for them to come out. So in this live today, I'm just gonna remove my braids and chat with you guys a little bit. So the discussion that I chose to discuss is baby mama versus married with kids. So let me say this first. Baby mama is not a term that I use for myself or I use frequently, but it is a very, um, it's a popular term. So for the purposes of this video, because this live is going to be cut up into um, reels, TikToks, shorts. So for the purpose of all of that, today I'm going to use the term baby mama. So that's the discussion. So I'm going to just start removing my braids because we need to get this hair taken out of. Something I was thinking about is I was preparing myself to go live is I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of YouTube. When I say a lot of YouTube, I am on YouTube a lot. Between YouTube and TikTok, I'm on it. And something I hear people say a lot, they say things like, well, you shouldn't have went live if your children are still up and, this, that, and the third. But honestly, in all reality, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. So like children are going to be children. So by the time you get everybody down for the night, it's like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like in all reality, like that statement is not it's not an accurate statement. So yeah, but yeah, it takes a lot when you're a mom and you have children and you have a family, you have to take care of family. It takes a lot. But anyway, so I'm just gonna start. So anytime when you are removing your braids, you want to remove your braids with conditioner, oil, something to help you to remove your braid, and it'll be less. Actually, I need a comb too, but it'll cause less breakage if you use like oil and conditioner. So today I have some olive oil. I might have to get me a little bit more oil. And I have my favorite conditioner, which is Maui Moisture. If you have been on my channel before, you know that I love Maui Moisture. So that is what I am taking my hair out with today. So I'm just going to start. Usually, when I take my braids out, I will start in the back and kind of work my way up. But today, I'm going to start in the front for the purposes of this live. So, um, I'm just going to get started with my topic here: baby mama versus married with children. So let me put this disclaimer out first. All the opinions and thoughts in this live are my opinions only. They are not facts. They only are based off my experiences and my experiences only. So let me put that disclaimer out now. So I'm not saying that this is facts because I have no actual idea, but from my experience, this is what I have seen in my lifetime. So I have some things written down in my book because I didn't want to forget anything. I didn't want to forget anything. So I said my disclaimer. So, like I said, baby mama is not a term that I use. Um, it's just not a term. I prefer mother of your child or children, um, father, not baby father, but father, my children's father. So that's I prefer that term opposed to baby mama and baby daddy. But like I said, for the purposes of this video, it's going to be about baby mama and baby daddies. So I did a little bit of research on Google, and I wanted to know where did the term baby mama come from? Because far as I know, I remember hearing it maybe like in 1990, late 1990s, early 2000. So I just wanted to know, like, where did it come from? So I looked up on Google, on Wikipedia, and it says that the term is associated with African Americans originally, coming from Jamaican Creole and finding its way into hip hop music. The equivalent term for a male is baby daddy, the baby father, but it is not used as frequently. So that's where Google is saying it came from. Um, and then I wanted to know, like, since they said something about hip hop culture, hip hop, I wanted to know, like, well, what song or who was the first artist that kind of like made baby mama, baby daddy popular? So, according to Google, Wikipedia, it said mid 1990 Southern rapper Crazy from Tampa, Florida, song title I Hate My Baby Mama. I never heard of that song, me personally, myself. I never heard of it. Um, so then I started thinking about my own experiences. When was the first time that I heard the term baby mama and it actually registered with me? So I became a baby mama in 2000. I got pregnant when I was 16. I had my son when I was 17. So it was 2000. So I remember watching the movie Baby Boy in 2001 and hearing the song Baby Mama. And it registered with my soul. It registered with my soul. It was like, that's my baby mama. That's my baby daddy. He be always broke. Right. And I ain't even going, yeah. But anyway, y'all know how it goes. And when I do this TikTok reel, whatever, you guys will hear it in the background. I'm not even going to do that to myself. But when I heard it in the movie Baby Boy, it was like that's everything that I'm going through. That's everything that I'm going through. So I registered with that term in 2001, and the song is by 3 6 Mafia. And then from there, it was like it's not. I didn't. I didn't associate it with anything good. It was kind of like a negative term. So I kind of stopped using it. And then in 2004, Fantasia, Miss Fantasia, that's my girl. I love me some Fantasia. She came out with the song Baby Mama. And let me tell you, like, I remember 2004. I was working 2 jobs. I was taking care of my kids. I think my kids, 2004, my oldest son was 4 since he was born in 2000. And my youngest son was 2. So I had 2 babies. Um, Baby daddies really wasn't there. I'm going to talk about that later on in this live or whatever. But basically, I was doing a lot by myself. So when Fantasia came out with that song, I was in love with that song. It was like BABYMA. Like I was screaming that song. Believe me, I was screaming that song. I played that song like over and over and over again. And she kind of made it like a positive thing to be a baby mama. She made it very positive. It was like, yeah, the whole song and just thinking about the song and thinking about what it is to be a baby mama, a single mother, like, it's hard. It is hard. And I don't think a lot of people really understand how hard it is to be a single mother. Like, it is hard. And now, being on a different side of things, like, I'm married and I have children now. But yeah, I've been a single mom, and let me tell you, it is hard. The only man that I believe that understands how hard it is to be a single mother is a single dad, because you can't possibly understand. You cannot possibly understand. Everything is against you. And while it's hard, don't let me discourage you. It is hard, but it is very rewarding, and children are a blessing. So I don't want to say that it's so hard and this, that, and the third. Children are a blessing from God, and we are very privileged to be able to create children and take care of children and to have children love us. We are very privileged. But that don't take away from it being hard. It's like so much stacked up against you. Like, it's so much. Like, and I don't think people understand. But anyway, I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that any woman sets out to be a baby mama, a single mother. Like, that's just in my opinion. And a lot of people say, stuff or whatever and everything, but I don't think nobody really sets out to be a single mother. Now, there are certain types of women that I do believe kind of like set themselves up to be a single mother or to be a baby mama. And the three types of women that I think that do things that would do that, and I think there are women who fear infertility. And that means that they are getting older in age and they want to have kids. They want to have kids, but they can't, you know what I'm saying? You guys know what the dating pool is out. It's a lot of poop in the dating pool out here. You know what I'm saying? And people that even should be thinking about settling down, they out here playing games. And that's a whole nother topic. I'm not even going to get into all that or whatever. But anyway, those women are at a point where they're looking around and they usually have good careers. They have good jobs. They got a lot of good things going for themselves. But they looking around like, well, I don't have any children, and I really, really want children. So they go the lab, not the lab, but they go get artificially inseminated to have a baby. They maybe adopt, and they understand going in with it like, I'm going to be a single mother, but I want to be a mother. So I don't mind being a single mother because I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to have children. I want to have children before, I hit the grave or whatever. So, like, I get it. I get those women. I get it. Me, myself, I'm older. I am 41, so I get it. And it was a time that I had, like, a need or a want to have more children once I met my husband. And I thought that maybe I couldn't have children. But anyway, we got 3 kids and twins, like, now. So, like, yeah. That's not, but anyway, I get it. I totally understand. So those women, I believe, they probably set out to be a single mother, a baby mama. Um, the second category of women that I think set out to be baby mamas, and these women definitely, like, I'm not even gonna say single mothers, they set out definitely be baby mamas. These are the groupies. And what I mean about groupies, I mean, like, these are the women who plot on men, because they are, like, us women, we have our things about us, and there are groups of women who plot on men that may be successful, whether he is a rapper, a ball player, a golfer, like, yeah, successful men. And they plot to have babies with these men so they can eventually get a bag. They are out there. They are out there. So, like, and then it don't even have to be, the guy doesn't even have to be like a ball player or a rapper. He could be like the manager of a car dealership. Like it don't even matter. Like, so you guys, y'all better watch out, because there are women out here that are plotting on y'all. So yeah, y'all better watch out. But these women, they want to be a single mama. They want to be a baby mama. They want to get a bag because the man is very successful and he got things going for himself. And you know, they want their money for real. They are out there. They are out there. I know they're out there. I'm not one of them, the women, but they are out there. So the third type of woman that I believe sets out to, when I wouldn't even say set out to be a baby mama, that kind of sets herself up to be a baby mama. I'm gonna call these the naive and no directioners. And these women are the bandwagoners. These women are usually young women. When we are young, we are usually young and dumb, because I was young and dumb at one time. And these women usually, their friends have babies. So, you know, they like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I want to have a baby. And they set out to have a baby and all this or whatever. And they think it's cool to be, you know, a baby mama and walk around with the baby on your hip, and until that baby get here and you realize like it's not as cool as your friend made it look, and now you stuck with this baby and you can't do nothing. So yeah, those women, even still, I think that those women still have some type of idea in the back of their mind, like, oh, well, it's going to work out with me and my baby father, or it's another man, I'm going to find another man, and he's going to want to take care of my kid, and he's going to be a good stepdad. Even them, they still have some type of idea, some type of dream, like, I'm going to live happily ever after. So I wouldn't really fully put them in the category as wanting to be a baby mama fully, but yeah, I'll say that yeah, they kind of set themselves up to be a baby mama. So those are the categories. So from, like I said, this is from my experience and my experience only. From my experience, there are 5 types of baby fathers. So the first type of baby father is type 1. He will do anything necessary for his kids. No matter what time you call him, he's going to answer the phone for his kids. He is willing to go above and beyond for the well-being of his kids, even to the point of becoming a single dad himself. So these are the type of men that, if you want to settle down, these are the type of men that you need to look for. These type of men usually exhibit these behaviors if he has children already. If he doesn't have children, they exhibit these behaviors towards their family. So they will either, it'll be their mom. If their mom is not in their life, it'll be a family member. So these are the men that you want to try to, if you thinking about having kids, you want, what I'm saying, a family and all that. These are the men that you would want to be around. These are the men that's going to take care of their kids no matter what. So even if the relationship does not work out with you, and because it sometimes it just don't work. Sometimes it don't work for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. But these men, no matter what, they are going to take care of their kids. Like, no amount of money, no amount of space, they're going to take care of their kids. This is the type 1 dad, and this is the type of man that you should look for. Okay, and saying that my husband is this type of man, and I am very fortunate, and I am so blessed. But before finding my husband, I set myself up to look for this type of man. And when he exhibited these type of behaviors, I'm not going to say I wanted to have kids straight off the bat, but I knew that in the future, if we was to have kids, like, my kids to be fine. Because you would want, it's very imperative that children have their father in their life. Like, it is so imperative. Like, anyway, so type 2 father. He will spend all the necessary time with his kids or with his kid or kids. He is all about loving on his kids. He is not going to miss nothing. Doctor's appointment, baseball games, awards, ceremonies. He is all about the time. But financially, you're on your own. So these type of men, these type of men, they believe in definitely spending time with their kid. They want to be there all the time. They, you know what I'm saying? They want to know, they want to make sure that their kid know, like, hey, I'm daddy, which is great. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But in the real world, because we live in the real world, kids cost money. And yeah, it's very important for you to love your kid and spend time with your kid and be there for your kid. It's very important, but I can't take that. I can't take that love to the grocery store and say, um, manager of the grocery store, my son father or my baby daddy really loves my son. Can you just give me this food for free? I can't do that. I can't take that love to the rent man and be like, hey, my baby daddy really loves my son. So hey, just can you just let us, live here for a month for free? Like I can't use that. I can't use that. So I'm not saying that it's not important for dads to love on their children and be in their children's life. That is very important. But yeah, these type of fathers, yeah, the world is revolves around money. I'm sorry, it just does. And I really think that the child support system wouldn't have to be in place if people took a 50-50 financial responsibility for children. Like, it took both of us to make this child. Both of us. It took me and it took you. So financially, we should be 50-50 in it. Like, you should put 50 in it and I should put 50 in it. But that's not how it goes. But these fathers, I'm not discounting that these are not great fathers, because they are great fathers, because the kids grow up and they know that their dads love them. They know their dads love them, and they really, you know what I'm saying, they depend on that love. Um so like I said, these types are based off my experiences only. So yes, one of my children's father or my baby fathers is this type. Well, was this type. Was this type. So type 3, I call this type the money daddy. He thinks his money makes up for the time he is missing. Birthdays, Christmas, school clothes, supplies. Whenever there is a money issue, he will solve it. So, yeah, these men lead with their money. They lead with their money. They don't really have time to spend with the children. They really think that the money makes up for their time, which it does not. It does not at all. Like, and this, I've seen this happen. This is very detrimental to children, because they start getting an understanding like, okay, well, my dad, he brings me clothes and shoes and he brings me money. So that's all they look forward to when they see their dad. That's what they know their dad is for. That's it. And a child needs more than that. They definitely need the love as well. And yes, I have one of my children's fathers, my baby father, one of my baby fathers was this type. RIP to him. He is no longer with us, but he was this type. So then there's type 4, the deadbeat. He always makes excuses. He pop up whenever, make promises and never keep them. Can't depend on him for nothing. Um, and he did be, and still, oh, he always saying that he's going to change, but he never changes, and he blames the baby mama. He blames the baby mama for his for him not being there for everything. Everything is the baby mama fault. Nothing is his fault. Everything is the baby mama fault. she's crazy, she's this, she's that, or whatever. And I get it. I get it. I honestly get it. There are some crazy women in this world. And I think that it's really messed up that fathers get the raw end of the stick or whatever. That you have to, first of all, like, when babies are born, they are placed in the mother's custody. They are placed in the mother's custody, and the father really has nothing to do with it. And in order for the father to get some type of rights or anything, he has to go through the court system. The baby mama, she don't have to go through the court system because she already has the babies. So I do think that some fathers get the raw end of the stick or whatever. And I think that's messed up. But even saying that, you have rights. You have rights. So if you do have a crazy baby mama and she keeping your kids from you and all that, go to court. Go to court. Fight for your rights for your children. Fight for your rights for your children, because they are looking at this and they are thinking like, my daddy don't love me, my daddy don't care about me because you're not doing anything. And a lot of men, they say, oh, well, when they get older, I'm going to let them come to me. When they get older, they're going to have a perceived notion of you, and they're not going to have nothing to do with you. Straight like that. They're not going to have nothing. They're not going to want to have anything to do with you, because they're going to felt like they were abandoned and you left them and you didn't fight for them. So that's what I will say. There are crazy baby mamas, but this type 4, yes. And I wouldn't say that any of my kids' fathers, any of my baby fathers are deadbeats. They're not deadbeats in my eyes at all. But my dad, he kind of was a deadbeat. He kind of was a deadbeat. Now, at the end, R.I.P. to my daddy. In the end, I made amends with my dad, and I had a conversation with my dad, and he told me some real stuff. He told me some real stuff, and it is something that I have incorporated in my life, and it has kept me all together. You know, my dad, he had some problems with drug abuse. And although he didn't come out and say, like, hey, I'm on drugs, this, that, and the third, it was the things that he said to me. So one thing that he said to me that stuck with me when I went to see him in the hospital before he passed away, he told me to watch who you call your friends. Watch who you call your friends. And from that was like, it was so deep to me. It was so deep to me, and it registered in my soul. So while he was a deadbeat when I was younger, he kind of like made up for it at the end, and he told me some real stuff for real. And that kept me all the way up until now. And I definitely, like, I watch who I call my friends. Like, you have to get really, really close to me for me to say you're my friend. You know, you have to really get close to me. And it's not easy to get close to me. It's not easy at all. But you have to get really close to me. And even still, in that, I'm still watching. I'm still watching. And what I took from that conversation with my dad is basically, I'm in this predicament because I trusted my so-called friends. So back in the day, I talk about that on my video. Actually, it might be in this video, that not this video, but I will talk about that. I am I am a recovering marijuana smoker. I'm a recovering weed smoker. So I used to smoke weed really, really heavy. I used to smoke weed really, really heavy. And in that statement my dad told me, it made me think about my actions. It made me think about my actions. So watch who you call your friends. So when I was, out there smoking my little weed, I would not smoke from nobody. If I didn't see you roll it, I'm not smoking it. I don't care if you my boyfriend or whoever you is, and and you didn't roll something and I didn't see you roll it, I'm not smoking it, because so many people fall victim from people who they think that love them. And next thing you know, you're a full blown crackhead. So yeah, my daddy told me some real stuff. So anyway, um so he redeemed himself. But in the beginning, he was a deadbeat. And I got all off topic. So number 5. Oh, this is the baby daddy. As long as you are making him comfortable, as long as you're making things comfortable for him, he will be a good dad to his child. The minute you make him uncomfortable, he is no longer going to take care of his child. So yeah, these baby daddies are definitely out there. These are the ones, try to come through, and you guys know. And as long as you make it comfortable for him, meaning as long as we all adults here, as long as you opening up your legs for him, he gonna take care of his child. But the minute you stop opening up your legs for him, he ain't taking care of that baby. You on your own. So yeah. So those are the 5 types of baby daddies that, and from my experience, in my opinion, that I think exists. So my experience being a baby mama versus being married with children. So like I said, I had my first child when I was 17. I had my second child when I was 19. So my older children are 2 years apart. So like I said before, it was very hard. Um I was the type of mom, and I still am. I gotta I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta go to work. I gotta take care of my children. Like, regardless of what their fathers is doing, like, those are my children. Those are my children, and I gotta take care of them. So when my older kids were young, I was very focused on working. Like, I had 2 jobs, like going from one job to the next job. Like, yeah, I was very focused on working. And if you talk to my children, they will definitely tell you that mommy was at work a lot. Mommy was at work a lot. And me being at work a lot, I'm not going to say that was a good thing for my children. It definitely wasn't a good thing, because they already was missing their daddy. And then where was mom? Where was mom? So it's like a double-edged sword, for real. It's like, on one hand, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you stay home with your kids, what are you? You depending on the government, you're depending on the system. The system is taking care of you, the taxpayers are taking care of you. But on the other hand, if you go to work and you at work all the time, who taking care of your kids? So yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. When it came to decisions, I was this decision maker. I had to make all the decisions. When it came to doctor's appointments, I had to get them to their doctor's appointments. When it came to when I was at work and they got sick at school, I had to leave work to go get them. Yeah, it's a lot. And I don't think people realize how hard it really is. Um, I would say people will be like, "Oh, well, you chose this. You chose that man." That's their first favorite thing to say. And I would say you are correct. You are correct. And we as women need to vet these men a lot better. Meaning, like, we need to find out what they all about. And if he no good before the baby, he gonna be no good after the baby. Point blank, period. And it really burns me up when I see women and they like, oh wow, he don't do nothing, he don't take care of his kid, he don't do this and he not doing that. What was he doing before the baby? And then they say, oh, he was the same way. So why did you think the baby was going to change his actions? If he was a piece of sugar honey iced tea before, a baby is not going to change him being a piece of sugar honey iced tea. A baby is not going to change that. Like, it's going to make it worse. And I hate that some women have ideas like, oh, the baby is going to make him do this, that, and the third. No, the baby is not going to make him do anything that he wasn't doing before. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. And then some men, they hide who they are. Point blank, period. Some men hide who they are until you have a baby with them. Like, yeah, or you live with them. Like, some people hide who they are, and you don't find out what you're dealing with until later. But I would say when they exhibiting signs, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, a man who hides his children, who lies that about not being their father, and knowing, like, yeah, that's my child, and they lie. No, don't have no baby with him, because he gonna do the same thing to you. But trust me, he gonna do the same thing to you. If he lying, talking about that's not my baby, she lying on me, and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, he running from getting a blood test. Don't have no baby with him, cause he ain't gonna take care of his kids. But anyway, so yeah, it was hard. It was very hard. I'm not gonna say it wasn't hard, but I did it. I did it. My older children are 20, 20. Oh no, about to be 24, and one just turned 22. Um, and I did a good job. I did a good job. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I did a good job. It was very hard. I had some struggles. I went through some days where I had to cry on the floor in my room. And when I talk to my children, I ask them, like, things like, what did they remember? And they don't know, like, how hard I struggled. They don't know. But they are, like I said, 24 and 22 now. And they are the best men that they can be, or the best young men, because I don't think a man fully matures until about 25 to 30, honestly. So yeah, they're the best young men that they can be. And I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I went through some hard days and some hard times, but we made it through. And the one thing that my children can say about their mom is that she went to work. She was at work. And that's what they say. Like, when they talk to people, and I talk to these people, and they like, oh, he said you was at work a lot. I was. I was at work, because I know this world, as messed up as it is ran off of money. It's all about money. You can't get nowhere without money. And no, you should not do strange things for money. You should not sacrifice yourself for money. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, in order for you to take care of your children, like, it's all about the money. You can't pay rent without money. You can't buy food without money. Like, yeah, so that's the one thing that I did, and it was very hard. So coming from being a single mom, a baby mama, up to basically by myself, to now being married with children. So I would say my thoughts and my ideas have totally did a 360 from when I was a single mom. A lot of things that I changed about my way of thinking. A lot of things. I don't think like how I thought before. So I had to change a lot before I got to this point that I'm in now. Accountability is very, very important, and I think a lot of people, they lack accountability. So yes, I held myself accountable for a lot. So now being married with children, it is a lot different. It is a lot different. My husband makes me enjoy being a mom. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was to enjoy being a mom. Not to say that I did not love my children, because yes, I did love my children. Yes, I do love my children. But it was like the hard outweighed it outweighed the love of being a mom. It was like I just felt like the world was stacked up against me, because it was just me. And then when my oldest son started going through the puberty and the teenage years, it was like it was just me. It was just me, and it was hard. So it's like now it's a big difference. It's a big difference with my children. From the time I got pregnant is a big difference from when I was pregnant with my older children. When I was pregnant with my older children, I had my mom to support me. With my oldest son, my mother was there through my pregnancies to support me. My baby daddy, my son's father, um, I can't say that he supported me, but it wasn't the support that I dreamed that I would have. I dreamed that it would be so beautiful. Like I would be pregnant with his baby, and he would be going to the doctor's appointments with me, and we'll be sitting there discussing with the doctor and talking about the baby and looking at the baby on the screen. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was me and my mom going to doctor's appointments. It was me and my mom going to see the baby on the screen. When my son was born, it was me and my mom. My oldest son fell over, he wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. So like it is a big difference. It is a big difference going from being a single mom by myself to now being married with children. Um, and I love being a mom. I love being a mom. I love being a mom for my older kids, and I love being a mom for my younger kids. But now it is more, I am more nurturing. I'm more nurturing. With my older kids, I didn't nurture my kids because I was always at work. I was always at work. So, and also, like, it was just me. It was just me there. So I didn't nurture my older kids as well as I nurture my younger kids. And it's all due to my husband. It's all due to my husband, because my husband allows me to be the nurturer. He allows me to be the nurturer. No, I'm not a stay-at-home mom. That is one of my dreams. But at this time, I'm not a stay-at-home mom. But I do work. I work. He works as well or whatever. But I'm still allowed to actually be a nurturer. I'm actually allowed to be there for my kids and be mommy. I'm allowed to be mommy. Being a single mother, it's like you trying to play two roles. You trying to be mommy and you trying to play daddy. And I remember my oldest son father told me something when my son was 2. And it didn't register then because I was so young. Like I was young and like, boy bye. But he said something to me. He said that a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. And when he said that, I'm like, who said no, that's not true. My mom raised my brother to be a man by herself, so I'm going to do it. And as the years went by, and as my son got older, and when we started going through teenage years, his dad was already dead. And that registered in my head what he said to me. A woman can't raise a boy to be a man. And my son was going through his teenage years trying to become a man. And I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. So, like, I think that's a really true statement in my opinion. Um, but yeah, that's the difference. That is the big difference because my husband allows me to, be soft. I'm in my feminine energy or whatever. I'm allowed to be in my feminine energy. I don't have to be on guard all the time about things like, oh my God, what are you going to do? I got to go to work. I got to get this job. I got to go do this. Because, like, yeah. And not to say that I still don't be doing that, but my husband, he tells me, no, don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? We in this together. Like, everything from the pregnancy all the way up until now, my husband has been there. So like it takes some of the weight off your shoulder. It's like it takes some of the weight off your shoulder. Um so you don't have to be so worried about everything. So where we at now? Let me see. Okay, I just got a little bit more to go. But yeah, that's my experience from being a baby mama to now being married with children. And I prefer I prefer being married with children as opposed to being a baby mama. I definitely prefer it. That's not to say that people say that, oh well, before you have a baby you should have got the ring first. Just because you're married don't mean that you can't become a baby mama. And I think people get it twisted. Like, just like anybody can still walk out the door. Like, yeah, it's legal things attached to it. And yeah, you still gonna be married. And, when you fill out paperwork, all this stuff, whatever. But people could walk out the door anytime they feel like it. So just because you married, it don't mean nothing like, oh, okay, you should have got a ring first. Like, a ring ain't gonna do nothing. He or she could still walk out the door. Like, so I think I think the key to things is, I would say, try to get to know who you dealing with. Try to get to know who you dealing with. And even that, people be hiding stuff. People be hiding stuff, boy, and it be crazy. But at least try to get to know them. Try to get to know them. Another important thing is that I learned anyway is that try to find out what type of relationship that man has with his mom. Because if he loves his mom, most of the time he gonna love you. But if he has mommy issues, and the same thing with women, if she got daddy issues, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. But yeah, man, check that relationship with his mom. Like, yeah. And sometimes people could go overboard with being mama's boys and stuff or whatever, and I get that. But yeah, check out that relationship, because if he got hate for his mama, mm, from my experience, he gonna hate you. So, and that's only from my experience. So yeah, check that relationship with his mom first, before you decide to have children. So, but yeah, we have to get to know who we dealing with first. We really need to have to get to know who we dealing with, and stop expecting people to change just because you had a baby with them. Like, that ain't gonna change nothing. Like, so, well, let me see. How 49 minutes. We almost to an hour. So thank you. If you tuned into this live, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm just removing my braids. See where we at. I am very happy today, because I've had these braids in for about 3 months. So I can't wait to see how much my hair has actually grown. So And I'm putting conditioner. That's very important when you're taking your braids out. Make sure you put conditioner on your hair so you won't lose that much hair. And I don't think I have not. I haven't lost a little few strands, but I haven't had a lot of hair come out so far. So far, it's been pretty decent. So, yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, so it's pretty. It's getting pretty. There's a little few strands just came off right there. It's getting pretty long. So I'm very anxious to see. I can't wait till I get this hair washed, get this hair out. I'm very anxious to see what my hair is looking like. So I really appreciate I really appreciate my YouTube family. I really do. Like, you guys encourage me so much. My hair has came so far, so far since I've been doing YouTube. Like, I think it's more of being held accountable, and when you showing people stuff, like they actually holding you accountable for stuff. So I think that that's what's changed my hair journey, and my hair is doing wonderful. Like, my hair is doing absolutely amazing. Like, so this is 3 months, 3 months post relaxer. So I'll do a length check probably in a little while. So see how far we have come. So I have changed a lot in my hair routine recently too. So I'll have a video about that soon because yeah. So, and these braids in the front, I kind of just put these, and I think they've been in my hair for like four, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks now. So it's not as bad, but I have some braids like this one. This has been in my hair for actually 3 months. So yeah, I know that's going to be hard when I get to that section and take that out. So, but yeah, that's the discussion of being a baby mama. And I just, no, I don't think nobody sets out to be a baby mama. Like, and sometimes when you a single mom, I know it's hard and it's a lot stacked up against you, but sometimes you gotta just take a break and just breathe. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. Believe me, trust me. When I say it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, it might be a lot going on right now, a lot, but it's gonna be okay. And believe me, them babies, they gonna love you. They gonna love you and protect you to the end. Like, trust me when I tell you, like, my kids, like, don't let me call them with anything. Like, they gonna be right there. Like, them kids, they gonna protect you. Like, and you don't even have to tell kids anything. You don't have to tell them anything. Like, you don't have to, tell them anything about their daddies, and you don't have to. They know. They know. Like, they know, and they will find out. So, yeah, my hair itch. Oh my goodness, it itch. But whew, I'm about to get my relaxer. So, well, not probably next week. Next week I'll be doing my relaxer. But it itches. I want to scratch it so bad, but I don't want to get no burns because, yeah, that would not be good. But it most definitely itches. So, yeah, I'll be ending this soon. Like, I can't believe, like, it's so late. I wonder what time. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And it's crazy because my babies will be woke soon. Mom life, I tell you, mom life. It just really kills me. People be like, well, you should have waited until you put your kids down, or the baby who was asleep. Like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That is a mess, but let's see how much. Ooh, child, look at that. And my edges is not going, because my edges is there. They just, they just, I hate the term nappy, but they just nappy. It's just nappy, okay? My edges is there, okay? Because, yeah, I have edges. The braids didn't take out my edges. Just saying. Yeah, I am 3 months post relaxer. So my maximum time that I can go without a relaxer is 2 months. After 2 months, things get very crazy. It get very crazy, and that's why I use protective styles to try to stretch it out. And I will say I think I stretch my relaxers out more now than I used to. And you gotta be real gentle with this top here. Let's see. Oil. I love this is my favorite. This Maui Moisture. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I found this by accident. I found this by accident because I was trying to what was I looking for? I was looking for Moroccan argon, no, OGX argon Moroccan oil, something like that. I was looking for that, and they had no more in the store. So I seen this. So I was like, all right, let me try this. Like, I had the conditioner before. The light always blur everything out. I had the conditioner before, so I was like, let me try this, and I love it. Like, I love it. I cannot put this stuff down. Like, yeah, I love it. Like, it makes my hair so soft, and it is great. It is great. I love it. I'm getting. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, I just love taking out my braids. Woo. It's like I miss my hair. I miss my hair. Like, I love my braids. I like the colors of my braids and all that. I loved my braids. And I did a lot with my braids. And I redid my braids. And I curled my braids. And I did a lot. But I miss my hair. I miss my hair. And I'm so happy I'm about to have my hair back. Like, now, it's a lot of work though, but it's all good. I got a lot of content coming out, a lot of content about to come out because I got my hair back. So, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. All right. Well, I want to say thank you for tuning into the live. If you missed my conversation about baby mama versus baby daddy, just, rewind back, scroll back. And like I said, these thoughts in this video is all my opinions. It's not based off no facts or anything. It's about it's from my opinions, from my experience. Yeah. So, and I know, like, once I break this video down, I know I'm going to have a lot of comments and a lot of people having things to say. But like I said, it's from my experience and my experience only. Everybody does not have the same experience. Yeah, but this is it's from my experiences. So, and I want to say before I go, shout out to the single mothers. Shout out to you. Like, shout out to you. Shout out to moms, period. Shout out to moms, period. Like, I be watching TikTok. I be on YouTube a lot, but I be on TikTok a lot. And boy, oh boy, I be watching moms that have quadruple kids and triplets and stuff. And I'm like, gosh, like, girl, you make it look easy. Like, I'm over here with twins and dying. Like, but yeah, shout out to the moms. Like, shout out to the dads too. I ain't forget about the dads. Shout out to the dads too, because there are some great dads, and dads are out here doing it. And I the more and more I look around, it just makes me so happy to see a dad taking care of his child or children. Like, it just makes me so happy to see, because it's not something that I seen on a regular growing up. I didn't see it on a regular growing up. So when I see a dad out there, with his kids, taking his kids to school and doing all this for his children and his kids and stuff like that, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to us as a people, because we out here doing it through the struggle, through these hard times, and we out here doing it. We out here doing it, and we is really in hard times. Woo, child. Oh, I want to scratch it. I want to scratch it. Oh my goodness. All right, okay. I just had a moment, y'all. I just had a moment. Ooh, I'm not gonna scratch it, but ooh, oh my goodness. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning into my live. I really appreciate you being here. Please make sure that you like on the way out, or you like when you watch this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.